we in charge, and the owner and coach of the London Monarchs. Hey, we lost a heartbreaker last week to the Jets. I tell you, we thought we were going to go undefeated, but the Jets swept one out. We played stupid football. We played Hobaleni football, and it won't happen today, though. Both of the quarterbacks struggled that game, and we was at home. We don't get it. How you kick off return, guys, a big deal here, though. I tell you that. On his paper, Rams got a better team than we got. Let's see how they play. This is the crazy. Do something. Wow. Let's get it done, baby. Gotta do something crazy. Do something wow.
Two teams are hoping to show up for the international audience. It's the Rams going up against the Monarchs. With that, we head over to jolly old London as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Los Angeles Rams and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back. And now that they know that they're chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they are let out there by the quarterback. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley.
All right, guys, good defense. They get this team pumped up, baby.
The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. If you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
Another carry now for Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Good stop, fellas.
Look at the defensive unit that hopes to hold this offense today. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
When you see zone defense, you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll drop the throw. Finding time. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's going to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved.
All right, guys, come on here.
Like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. He'll look to throw. And has it complete. And he's got the first.
Guys, what are we doing?
Taken down at the 46. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 40 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, swinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick up the first.
Good hit, Beeson.
Losing yardage back at the 40. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. They give it to him right up the gut. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, now play the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get this up just shy of 15. It's a gain of 11 yards.
Good run.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back that's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes toned down jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
All right, where'd he come from, fellas?
We've got a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete.
Fat dude followed him, man. I tell you some bullshit here.
Playing basketball, my coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. It's the defense, the bench, everyone letting them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 50-yard punt hitting on the return. And there's a little offense here with the 1st and 10. And a look down at the defense as they head back out there on the field. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
These are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot. Being the ball carrier or the receiver, and then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
They'll start out at the ground with Gordon. And they'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hit them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 yards under completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And time was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense comes into the area that you're not in, that's where they can overcook that.
Got the gun now on 3rd down. From the left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get it.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Come on, guys.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is ready at the point of attack.
They come up with an offset eye. They'll make the throw here.
Picked off. Good interception. Good pick off.
At the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 in his career.
You're saying that's going into the
Them linebackers, baby.
Got no doubt about it. You need to ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Out comes the Rams defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
Get off the field. This is exactly what they want to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, kick back, and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Given 9 on the carry that time, they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now that's a run that warms the play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. But you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try to pick it up on 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry now is productive. He swallowed it up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. As it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback.
Come on, guys.
Leads to a 4th down.
Take my 4th and 4.
Well executed blitz now. Great job by the linebacker. Pick the quarterback. If he could have seen that, could have audible there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run to their fullback. And he will have the first down.
Good job. Use our 4th and 4 or 4th and 5, whatever they call it now. All right. Sorry.
You know what? Now and then it pays to take chances in this league. You can't play everything by the book. You're on your own side of the 50, but all you need is a few short yards. And then you convert to keep the drive going.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is
Come on, guy, you got to catch that.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Back to throw.
Good catch. Good catch.
So they're on that offense, and they're in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have it. When the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. And then remember on passing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I'm going to make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll give it to him right off the gun. And he'll get this one down.
Yeah, you got the first down. Oh, come on, man. 4th and inches. They're cheating me.
When you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner. You expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. You got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Just a 1 yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second.
Guys.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Good throw. Way to read it.
Good pickup for 1st down yardage. This is a tough one to cover the angle route because a running back getting out of the backfield, you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot. You're seeing this play develop. He heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's going to find his way forward here for a minor
back.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His pass caught with the throw.
Good throw.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gain stature in the NFL because they do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field, become dependable targets for their quarterbacks, and move the sticks. Those guys are with their weight in gold.
Good catch, good throw.
Hands fast into the receiver's hands even faster.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. That drive along was spanning 15 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This field a few yards into the end zone. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The defense now getting set and heading back onto the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get right was the pick six. So that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But the offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go with a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down Rams.
There's no secret to being a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center. And oftentimes, he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility. But somehow, you got to figure out how to move it. And most teams will double the nose. Center and a guard trying to move it to one side or the other. And when they're able to do that successfully, as you just have to be here, that's when you get big-time running plays.
There's the option going right. And he's got some space here. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. All the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
And they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise.
Come on, guys. Good defense. Stop him here.
Truly incomplete. They'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They can throw it away.
He's just going to get rid of this thing.
Good defense.
He throws it away, and now it's third.
The good signal call is they never get back in that little play the blade game because these guys are protected. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost to a leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. He's got time.
Good sack.
Escape, and he goes down.
Good sack.
And it's going to lead him to fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to have your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. If you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it to give us a sack, you're almost discrediting their work.
Good defense.
As he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly
Let's hit touchdown.
But the beauty is,
This is dumb right here.
they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action.
God damn, you gotta get the ball off. Oh, come on. What are y'all doing?
Jailbreak, it wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards.
All right, good throw. You got all day to get in field goal range.
Defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to
Maybe step up in the pocket.
towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut the outside, have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
You don't like this play, man.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Good play, though. Big play. Good throw.
Coaches really don't care for what position they get this, but the run after the catch ability, the back ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
After that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Good catch. Good catch. Good catch. Good throw.
Touchdown now on the year. His guys are going to add on to their lead. And that will give them a 2-score lead here. But looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone.
Yeah, fumble safety really pissed him off.
And we get a glance at this defense again. They're just looking for last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flip the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
They accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go around? They'll come out throwing here on first down. Surveying the field. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that is second down. Nice job there, Elijah, just going through the progressions, finding the opening, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. We will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Monarchs right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Rams, on the other hand, want to defiance this crowd and turn things around. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Rams had it at the 37. Here the defense come up with the pick. Monarchs come away with the football. Offensive downside after the interception. The pass complete out of the gun. And it leads to a touchdown. They fight first to the hand. Rams have it leading in the second. Defense can get to the QB here. This is the 4-loss of 8. Still late in the first half. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage. And that goes a 26-yard touchdown. That's the top fight.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams are here ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded by Yardie deep. And we'll get it up just past the 20, and these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Rams defense getting ready to go again. They are down the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. Series of the second half. Offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there for 2 yards.
That's a desired outcome coming out here in the second half. Being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But with running in it, you got to pick. They may want to continue that to see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A play action fake. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. You give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In that play, and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially with that turnaround the NFL nowadays. I'm just glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're sitting in the NFL, the same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield. Similar to that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Guys, what kind of blocking is that?
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Oh, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. They'll say crosses is at the 11-yard line. Now we're taking a glance at the offense as they worked their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get some stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. They did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the line at 50%. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And able to get this one to just shy of the 25 at the 24. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They see him the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Gurley played a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. It's three guys up front. The nose tackle, the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people. Because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers.
Come on, guys, let's do this.
And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they're just landing there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The killer here is complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Calling the gain at 19, and it moves the chains.
There's complete to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Wow.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 10 for Gurley. Yardage here, back at the 41.
Big hit right there, fellas.
And now it's second down.
That's another sign for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the defense, they got an answer for it.
Second down, a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And we'll get it out to midfield. Let's say I'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got the completion strong. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide.
Come on, guys.
And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended run, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure who this guy's going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's the option to the right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now we'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. And has it complete.
Come on, guys.
He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a little bit of gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard that can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll look to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And here we go on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in the game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much.
Come on, guys. What kind of blocking was that?
And now back out comes the offense. They got the lead last time, had to put it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The lead guys up front. You know the motivation of each on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity to protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. The low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch now the leverage on this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And there goes scoring on the forward return. Touchdown, LA. So they were down by a touchdown. Probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. It's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
There's some bullshit here, man. These guys just trying to make the dude lose, man. God damn it, man.
Now for the point after.
Wow.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That's some bullshit there, fellas.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. And a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, and then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. after the play on the ground. That brings up second down here. They give it to him right up the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs. Between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zone, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great lead and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game.
Nah, he's behind my guy.
Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window.
Oh, that's some bullshit there, man. They bullshit dropped. That's some bullshit. They cheating now.
Now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On the handoff, it's Gurley.
Oh, come on, guy.
A good gain of 14 there, and it loses the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking.
No, that's Beeson. How did that not make it?
The veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw it. Finding time. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And down inside the 15. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Rams are going to get a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, we've seen some lead changes.
No, they bullshitting now, man. These guys making sure we lose. I tell you, man, fuck this shit.
After that touchdown,
And they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Oh, guys, what are we doing?
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5.
There you go. Get this shit back. No flags. Good job.
one of the most exciting plays in
Our star kickoff return guy is hurt too. So our second guy. Make me feel good. Good job.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Showing off the speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards, that kick return goes down for. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Let's feel it a few yards into the end zone. And it'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where you're going to be taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the gun, but now we'll have some options on second and short.
And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. All kinds of time. 41 incomplete.
Gotta pick that off, guy. Good defense, though.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
How did he hold on to that?
Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, it cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Touchdown, he'll drop the throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Pistol, it's Gurley.
Girl, you ain't going nowhere this time.
And it'll be a third and about 13.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away with the one and trying to turn forward to get some yardage, I really like what he did.
No, he didn't. Come on.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tap it, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and can get all the way to the end zone. These short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Strong blesses it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. One of the feature points in the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's
Come on, guys.
he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. They come up with an offset eye. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he was going to lose yardage here. That's going to go with a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So often you hear defensive coaches talk about you need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety that can run like that, you've got to turn him loose. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And loses a yard that time, and that's going to leave him with 3rd down. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my play list, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Going right side here, and that's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But Charles, there is still time left for a final drive. Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since you just need a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Back to throw.
catch.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And that enables him to also pick up the first. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
Allah play.
Set of downs here.
Call Allah.
He's back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And
Good throw. Way to say that Allah for last.
Offensive line that all the extra time and allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
so they're operating in the red zone. They come up to the line. First and goal here from the 9. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
God damn it, guys.
Come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They have 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That was a halfback slip screen.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3.
God damn it.
Holds into only a yard and it'll be 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
Now hold everything here with your
God
time.
damn it.
And it's the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines.
Oh, guys.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want to time it out. And it's the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter of this game, it's time. So we saw overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Trying to go for 3.
0-0 between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 22-yard line. The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. And field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up. They usually have the ability to strike almost at will. But when you're giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
It's a win for the kicker. I guess if he makes a field goal.
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now a first roll here in overtime.
Oh, come on.
Middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough with the guys throwing the football, and they think they've got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The running back is Gurley. They'll get the football here.
Good tackle.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Loses a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They try to run the counter. The defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. You didn't move it. You sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Come on, guys. Oh, guys.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. It's tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Gurley. And he's going to find his way forward here for a lot of the game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. When you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Good sack. Good sack.
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Good defense.
I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no game.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Good hit, Beeson. Good hit, Beeson.
Sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Johnny Hedger now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right into the pylon. And this one's going to be...
No, guys. We ain't getting no break. All right.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense did its job, got to stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score them themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back to throw now. It is up in zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
Good catch and throw. God, dog, he should have got away.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. And when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's all the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
So the offense has it first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before they brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag routes are really good when you're running against it because you're running away from people on it.
it's lining up 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. You give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL really built around the guy throwing the football. And these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You can control the clock, you can control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw.
Come on. It wasn't. Wow, wow, wow.
I love this route because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. And he comes back to complete.
Good 1st down.
First down yards as he's brought down at the 41.
We always hear from the coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit the receivers on the go, keep them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. It's a tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're moving to no game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 2 yards on the down, and earns him a first shut down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain and it's 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
God damn it, the triangle. Not that one. I get that fucked up every time, man. Tight end wide open.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Nickel back at it defensively as they look to start this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A great lead and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys.
That's so fucking stupid.
So another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, Neither team able to finish this game off.
What kind of route was that? Why you didn't go for the ball, man?
They really want to win it, but I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points, win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now, whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now.
There you go. Way to go.
Fortunately for him, he's able to get
He got that back. Oh, come on. I thought I got that.
timeout called by the defense.
Wow, wow, wow.
Remaining here at OT.
God damn it, I thought I picked that up.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Good sack. Good sack.
It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over in the new center.
All right, guys, come on.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
Remember, they need to keep working this. Then they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good parts to get you back.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT.
Game. Good game. That's how you do it. Yeah. Right there. They playing that dumb defense.
So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, wasn't it, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the home team here, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.